Hey, Geekscapist. I'm Christian Bladt of Marvel Movie Talk, and I want to make sure that you are ready for Captain America Brave New World in theaters everywhere, February 13th. Now, even if you're someone who keeps up with all the Marvel movies, you still need a catch up on what's happened since the last time we saw Captain America on screen. Everybody remembers in Endgame, old Steve Rogers steps out of the time stream to present his shield to someone that Steve Rogers knew was worthy of that shield, his pal Sam Wilson, the Falcon. And now, here we are with Brave New World, Sam's first movie as Captain America. But a lot has happened in between, namely the entire Disney Plus series Falcon and Winter Soldier. Even if you watched it, that was 4 long years ago, and I want to make sure that I bring you up to speed. So first and foremost, that series starts off where Sam Wilson decides he should not assume the mantle of Captain America. He just feels like he's not worthy of Steve Rogers giving him that shield. Before too long, there's a new Captain America, a different Captain America, John Walker, as portrayed by Wyatt Russell. Now, John Walker is going to factor into Thunderbolts, but that's another story for another video. It turns out that John Walker was not the right choice to be our new Captain America, with some poor decision-making and one really violent encounter using the sacred Captain America shield. So John Walker gets pushed aside, with Sam Wilson rightfully taking over as our Captain America. During the course of that series, Sam befriended Joaquin Torres, played by Danny Ramirez. Now, Joaquin Torres is an Air Force lieutenant. He ends up being of tremendous help to Sam. In Brave New World, Lieutenant Torres will be taking over the mantle of Falcon, something that was very clearly indicated in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. Also in Falcon and Winter Soldier, Sam gets to know Isaiah Bradley, who is portrayed by Carl Lumbly. Now, you've seen Isaiah in the trailer for Brave New World. He was an African-American veteran of the Korean War, and he was a super soldier who was imprisoned and experimented on for 30 years by the U.S. government, trying to recreate the experiment that led to Steve Rogers. The key here is that he has plenty of super soldier serum in him, and he's still plenty able to basically approximate Captain America. He still got the abilities. So even in his older age, he could be a problem, which again, if you've seen the trailer, you might know that that's something that's coming. So we've all seen Harrison Ford in the trailers, and you can tell that he's the president in this movie. But what you might not know is that Harrison Ford is taking over the role of Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, played in the past by William Hurt, most recently in the Black Widow movie in 2021. Mr. Hurt has passed away, so obviously they had to have a new actor step in for the role. That's why the trailer explains they said lose the mustache or lose the election. So he doesn't have the mustache that we know him for. A little tongue-in-cheek notice about how, hey, he looks different. Now, what you also know from the trailer is that he is going to be the Red Hulk. Now, you all know, the Hulk is green. The earliest version of the comic books, he's actually gray. But what's with the Red Hulk? Now, I haven't seen the movie, so I wouldn't be able to spoil it even if I tried. But in the comics, very quickly, Thunderbolt Ross teamed up with the leader, MODOK, and Doc Samson, and they siphon away some of Bruce Banner's gamma energy, and that brings him into the Red Hulk. Now, all that's not going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen, but I can't wait to see what it is. One last character to bring you up on is the aforementioned leader. The leader. He already appeared in an MCU film, all the way back in 2011's The Incredible Hulk, when Bruce Banner looked suspiciously like Woody Guthrie, a.k.a. Ed Norton. In that film, Tim Blake Nelson played a character named Samuel Stearns, who was a biologist. He developed a possible antidote to Bruce Banner's condition. By the end of that film, Stearns is exposed to a substance that begins his transformation into the character that we all know from the Hulk comic books, the leader. So the leader is back in Brave New World, portrayed once again by Tim Blake Nelson. There are rumors of other returning characters not in the trailer, but we're all going to have to check the movie out February 13th or later to see what that might be. Now, I might have missed something, but I think that's everything that you really need to know heading into Brave New World. Just a bit of a who's who from the trailer. I, for one, am incredibly excited for this movie. I cannot wait, and you'll be able to get our reactions to the movie right here on Geekscape, including the show that I co-host, Marvel Movie Talk. But for right now, this is Christian Bladt, and as the great Stan Lee would say, Excelsior!